right.
All right.
We are back. Listeners, ladies and gentlemen, thank y'all for tuning in back for another episode of Label the Podcast of Unlabeled the Podcast. I'm your listeners host, Jerome Williams. I got my good people in the building. I got Leslie here, Kendall's here, Montre's here. How y'all doing?
Doing great.
Doing great? Y'all doing great?
Sunday.
Yeah, Leslie is currently in the airport on a layover. And how did you say that the lady's lips were shaped like? You said they were.
They like this. So, if you guys are wondering, yes.
I'm done with you, bro.
Shit. This acrylic on my nails might be a little thicker.
Hey, just let you know,
right here.
Especially with the little stump, the little designs on the middle one. You definitely are.
Hey man, but
look.
You gotta say something. All right, but listen, man. Anyways, how y'all been, man? How you been, Kendall? The audience ain't seen you in a minute. Ain't heard from you. How you been, brother?
I've been doing good, man. Just been out here in these streets, man. I actually went to a nice little community cleanup event last week. It was a eventful situation. I always love to give back where I can and get more involved in the community. So, oh yes, and go Brewers, go Bucks is going down right now. Did lose last night, but that's all right.
Hold on a second. Are you using your microphone?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Get closer to it, because you sound like kind of like far back.
Oh, can you hear me now?
Yeah, you sound better.
All right, good.
But you go ahead and talk about what you said. You said your community clean event. Finish.
Yes, community cleanup event. It was on the west side of Atlanta. They do a lot of cleanup over there. Just buying back some of the neighborhoods and the homes in those neighborhoods to fix them up and sell them back to the community. So this, I like to be a part of stuff like that. So.
Yeah. That's what's up, bro. Yeah, I seen you out there working. Do you want to tell the people the funny story about the gentleman that approached y'all?
Well, yeah, man. It was actually a member of the community, we'll say. He was standing by the hill, like where we was cleaning up at. And he was like, "Yeah, man." He was like, y'all out here today, huh?" When, the dude, the lead guy that kind of brings everybody to that destination to where you clean up at, the location or whatever. He was like, "Yeah, man, we out here today, whatever." He was like, "Man, if I wasn't busy today, I'd help you out." And he was absolutely looked like he was a homeless man. Nothing against him or nothing, but it's like, bro, like, what you got going on today? And then like maybe probably about 20, 30 minutes after he said that shit, he came over and started helping. so I guess he freed up his agenda.
All right, bro. Listen, we don't want to. We can't just assume that homeless people don't have things to do. That's insensitive.
Oh, no, absolutely not. Yeah. I'm just saying he freed that agenda up real quick. Like they came and helped out. I say, hey, homeless men probably do got shit to do because they got to make money too. He be out here hustling. Like I done met, Brandon could tell you, Brandon Leonard, our home, he could tell you, shit, it's homeless niggas out here with cash apps. You know what I'm saying? So,
oh shit, I didn't even know that.
He's out here getting money.
Yeah, so you can't even use the excuse. You can't even use the excuse no more. I ain't got no cash, huh?
Hey, I swear, because bro, I'm not even gonna lie, bro. Like I have said that, like I wasn't trying to be funny, and I asked the nigga, and he was like, "Yeah, I actually do." And I was like, "Bet." I was like, "I'll send you some money right now." He gave me his cash app.
That is absolutely hysterical. So, Montre was hold
on, one more thing. We cashed out the homeless man that sang to Kanisha for her birthday.
Oh wow!
Yeah,
that's
killed it too. That nigga sang.
That's what's up. Did you get his name?
Forgot his name. I forgot my man's name.
Montre, what's been new with you, brother? How you been over there?
Man, I've been good, man. Blessed, man.
Hey, dog, what? Hold on a second. Time out. See, every week, dog, y'all tell me not too much on Trey. Audience, look at where his head is positioned on the screen. This nigga is in the bottom left corner. This is why every week I get on this podcast and yell at this nigga about the position of his camera. This nigga head is in the bottom left corner, dog.
Gotta reposition the selfie stick.
Dog, listen. Montre, please just put yourself in the middle, dog. Just like tilt your camera down just a little bit, dog. Like, dog, you look like when you started talking, dog, it was the funniest thing I ever seen in my life.
What'd you say, Leslie?
Bring it down.
Get in trouble with tech support.
Just keep bringing it down, Montre. I'll let you know when you good. Audience is live production yet again. Keep going. You got it. Keep going. You got it. Keep going. Down a little bit more. He looked like a bobblehead, dog. He just in the bottom. All right, continue, dog. Forget it, dog. Listen, I don't even care anymore, Montre. How are you doing? We just gonna look at you.
It don't even matter anymore.
It don't matter.
You don't kill my vibe. You kill my entire vibe. Leslie,
right.
how you doing? I host the show today.
Dog, everybody watching this on YouTube, y'all gonna die because he looked like a bobblehead. He don't even look. You can't see nothing.
Misogyny.
All you can see him is from the neck up, dog.
Jerome being racist.
So how have you been?
Misogyny.
Yeah.
Yep. That's. We have a podcast. Answer the question, dog. How are you doing, sir? I love that shirt too.
Oh, I'm doing very well, man. Just working, been staying busy.
You're working and staying busy. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yes, that's good, bro. That's all you have going on. And Leslie,
how you been doing? Nobody ever asked how you been.
Yeah, nobody, bro. About time, dog. Like, man, listen, I'm doing phenomenal, fam. Like, I'm doing great. I have no complaints.
Yeah.
Like, I've been fasting. Shout out to Kyrie. Shout out to Lamar. As a matter of fact, happy birthday, El Burner. Like,
yes, happy birthday, Lamar.
Yeah, happy birthday, brother. I hope you're enjoying your weekend. But like I said, I've been doing fantastic. I've been fasting. Lamar put me on the 16-hour fast. Kyrie have been telling me about it for a while. Him and Justin as well. So shout out to y'all as well. I don't want y'all to think that I just got it from Lamar and just started listening. So I want to shout y'all out because niggas love their credit. So so
crazy,
right? They be going crazy. So I've been doing the 16. Right, I've been doing the 16-hour fast, fam, and I feel fantastic. It's crazy.
Nah, nigga, I sent that shit 10 years ago.
All right, Kendall just cuts me off. Okay, don't worry about it. But anyway, but no, what I've noticed with the 16-hour fast, fam, like my cognitive function has gotten better. I don't eat nearly as much, so I'm staying in a calorie deficit. Like all that shit, bro. It feels great, bro. Like I feel like 100% more energetic and all that shit. Been sleeping better, everything. So like all y'all who don't believe intermittent fasting work, like I've been doing it. I did it 2 weeks straight. And then I switched up from a 16-hour to like a 12-hour fast, like on my days off or when I just like really want to like have a drink or something. I'll switch it up to a 12-hour fast. But I've been pretty much doing it consistently for 16 hours, and I feel fantastic. Like I said, not only from a health standpoint, like a mental cognitive standpoint as well. So I know it has to be some reason behind that. I don't know the scientific definition for it or reasons for it, but I feel fantastic. So thank you for asking yet again. And last but not least, Sister Leslie, how are you doing?
On mute.
Oh yeah, she on mute.
Sorry, I was on mute because it's a little loud in the background. But I am doing very well. Definitely can't complain. Been real blessed. My girls are doing good. On a little quick vacation right now. Told my household anytime they make me mad, I'm just gonna catch a flight. So that's what we've been on, and the response I got back from them was good, because it'd be quiet when you're gone anyway, because we don't have to hear no hollering and yelling. So it's a win-win for everybody.
See, that's parenting 101. You gotta take care of yourself as well. But that's good, man. I'm glad all of y'all been doing good, fam. Before we get into I know y'all see at the bottom of the screen we got Davis versus Garcia up there. We're going to get into that because the fight was just last night. Phenomenal fight, by the way. But I want to ask y'all, man, what do y'all think about the Jonathan Major situation? For all the listeners who've been under a rock or not paying attention, Jonathan Major, star of Creed 3, Lovecraft Country. What else has he been in, man? Lovecraft Country, Creed 3, Last Black Man in San Francisco. He had, I think, a Red Tails movie or something of that nature.
No, he just had another movie that just come out. What was it called? Like Devoted something where he was
De-
like I think like a pilot or something.
Yeah, Devotion. That's what it was. I said Red Tails,
Yeah,
but
something
it was Devotion. I believe is the name of the film. But he had some accusations early this year of attacking his girlfriend, significant other. The police took him to jail after a 911 call. She had a laceration behind her ear, and something was wrong with her hand or her wrist or some of that nature. Y'all can look up the details. They're really not that important. But as far as that's concerned, what were y'all initial thoughts of the situation? Because it's escalating right now. More women are coming forward saying that he's been abusing them in the past, or that he has abusive nature, whatever the case may be. All this is alleged right now because nothing has come out fully. But I want to know how do y'all feel? How have y'all felt about just watching this whole situation transpire?
Cat.
As a woman, I don't like to say that other women are lying when they say things like that happen to them. But I just feel like it just seems a little fishy because me personally, if I'm in a relationship and my man just beat my ass, break my finger, and I got bruises and lacerations, I'm not going to be at the club hours later. And his girlfriend, they have footage of her being at the club like literally hours after the incident. So that's a little fishy. And then just all these random women just coming out the woodwork. I don't know. It's a little flaky. And I don't. Again, as a woman, I can't just say that they're lying because that's just not okay. I don't know, but I definitely feel like it's more to it. I feel like he was really starting to peak, and sometimes with certain Black men, I feel like once they get to that level, they're quickly brought down. And no shade to any man that dates outside of his race, but sometimes you just got to be careful and really know that somebody is down for you, and not with you because you're on the road to stardom or because you got a couple dollars. Like, you really need to know that this is a genuine person. And I think a lot of times with celebrity men, they make the wrong choices and they end up in situations like this.
Yeah, I definitely can agree to the dating outside of your race and to also picking the right partner on the come up, and I'm going to discuss that in a little bit further detail. But Kendall, what were your thoughts? How did you feel about it initially?
Just kind of a little bit of echo in the same sentiments. Like this kind of seems a little fishy in terms of like all these people coming up, with stories now and saying things that he's done. And sometimes that can be because now they done built up the courage as a result of seeing a story coming out. So now they want to pile on. So that does happen. So I like Leslie said, I don't want to necessarily poo-poo what those women are saying. But to me, it just kind of goes back to the, like, niggas just really don't be player, like, and they just be with the wrong type of women. I'm sorry.
he couldn't even hold it in. So, so are you telling me?
It's just like with like I don't know, bro. Like it's just a certain type of, like caliber, not like you trying to be like, like stuck up or anything like that. But it's just like after a while, bro, you got to be associating yourself with a certain type of women so that you keep your career intact. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm not saying it's his fault. I'm not blaming him. I'm just saying like that's the type of stuff that you got to do, man. You got to cover your tracks. Like, my scale is way smaller, but like when I was in college, like there was no way you was like spending the night in my dorm because like I'm not hearing no kind of fake story about what I possibly did to you the next day or any of that shit. Like, you can't stay here, like, because I got to get this degree. And sorry, it's that way, but it's America. So
right.
I'm not finna experience none of that type of shit. Not saying we even did anything, but you just ain't staying here overnight. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. You got to go back to your crib. It is what it is. Yeah. I just kind of feel like John. Jonathan. I know that's his girl, but I'm just saying it's like, maybe you should have got up out of that shit a long time ago. Even if any of that type of stuff is going on, like if you in that type of argument, you know what I'm saying? Like you need to dead that shit, so that you can get your, keep your career intact because they're gonna come for you. We've seen this how many times. So. Right.
So like I said, I'm glad you broke it down like that way because it's hard to say, who was in the right, who was in the wrong, what happened. We could speculate all day long, say the woulda, coulda, shouldas. But one thing for certain, is typically when these type of things come out, when you are some person of extreme notoriety, whether you're famous or you were, a rapper, movie star, NFL player, all this type of shit, right? Like when these kind of accusations come out, you start seeing people pile on, and not saying that everybody's just, taking advantage of the situation, but there are opportunists out there that will pile on and take advantage of a situation. Deshaun Watson. I just listened to a podcast that had Deshaun Watson case. If y'all not familiar, he was accused of exposing himself to a masseuse or whatnot. And if you read some of the court documents from his case, it was actually an opportunist. One of the women was proclaimed that she offered him to come back to her place. She also mentioned to some of her friends that she wanted to take advantage of the case now and see if she can get it was a bag tied to it, and that was just one of the women. So you got to be real careful. It's like I said, it's a slippery slope when it comes to dating and being not player, like to Kendall's point. And we just want to point something out when it comes to being player as well. Like, we use that term in the Midwest, right? Like, it doesn't mean that you have multiple women, XYZ. Being player is just about the way you carry yourself, you know what I'm saying, in the game. And you got to really know the rules, because there's some women out here that are detrimental to a man's well-being and vice versa. You know what I mean? So, but like I said, I definitely want to get back into more of Kendall's point, because I want this to be a teachable moment for young men and women, that, relationships are important. And the person that you choose to be with, from any standpoint can either make you or break you. You know what I mean? And I think the more we should get more into looking at the importance of relationships in our society, and just like from business, relationship standard, marriages, all that type of stuff. Choosing the right person to be in a partnership with can make or break you. And Kendall, I'll let you expound on it a little bit more, talking about some of your experiences in college and why you didn't go down that path, like of letting women spend the night in the dorm and stuff, because I had similar instances as well.
Yeah, man. I mean, just because, like I said, I just didn't want to risk anything. And I mean, like I just said, history shows, and I've seen a couple homies, you know what I'm saying, get kicked off of campus, for stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Or people claiming they was raped, and generally they were white women. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't discriminate nothing, man. Like, if you cool, we can kick it. We can, because they drink, they like to have fun. So it's college time. I'm all about that shit. But you just can't stay here. You know what I'm saying? And I'm sorry, because I'm not that type of dude. Like, if it was a sister, it's different for me. Like, and I'm just saying, it's different for me if I know that person or whatever, and like she could stay here, and I could take the couch or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, she could stay the night, because I don't want her to be walking somewhere, drunk. But unfortunately, the white girl gonna have to come get her friend or call her and be like, "Hey, come pick me up," because he not letting me stay here. Absolutely not, because his No, I'm not getting kicked off campus for this, bro. I got to get this degree.
Yeah.
So that's really all it was. It was nothing against him, but
yeah,
and the fact, your mom, Kendall, your mama won't having it.
Right. And what it looked like for me to like say to my moms or somebody in my family, like, man, it was her fault though. Like, she, since she said I raped her, y'all know I wouldn't do that. But they'd be like, well, why would you put yourself in that situation? That's gonna be the next question. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, it all boils down to you should have been fucking with them white girls. But I'm not necessarily saying that, because like I said, I wasn't necessarily messing with them like that. We was just kicking it, whatever. But it's just a certain type of way that you got to carry yourself, and you can't put yourself in those situations because you just don't know how it's going to end up for yourself. You know what I'm saying? So It's just all about prevention.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And
you might miss out on something that might be cool, but you just can't risk that shit because, it's your career or their not career. You know what I'm saying? Now Major's in the situation he losing all these sponsors and, well, not necessarily sponsors, but, these parts. And, I'm seeing some of his management company, I think, severed ties with him or something like that. Don't quote me on that. I didn't follow up on a lot of that stuff. It's just stuff I've seen on like timelines and whatnot. But It's just unfortunate because he's such a great actor. Mm-hmm. And it's going to tarnish his career regardless. It ain't gonna
It's
even if the story come out and say he didn't do shit, people gonna still formulate whatever they want, and they're gonna still,
it's a stigma attached to it. Is basically what you're saying.
Right.
It's always a stigma attached to these type of things. And if y'all just not tuning in, Leslie's in the airport on a layover. She's traveling right now. So if y'all wondering why y'all keep seeing her, if y'all wonder why y'all keep seeing her pop in with her jiggling camera, we're gonna try to ask you, Leslie, to keep your camera still for the audience. But I know you got to unmute your phone. But I just want to let the audience in on what's going on.
Sorry, text.
It was what? Tech support. They've been calling me tech support all day because Montrey's in the lower left hand of the corner, and Leslie's is giving everybody the J.J. Abrams shaky cam. So, the professor.
Wrong with a Harlem Shake on a Sunday morning.
No, not at all.
Unlabeled support. My name is Jerome.
How may I help you today? But yeah. So that just for everybody who just now tuning in, but also you make some very valid points. I don't want to make it, all about race. I don't but to Kendall's point, these type of situations do happen. I've been in very similar situations. I didn't go to college, but in the military, similar situation. You stay in the barracks, you invite a young lady over, you got to be real careful. Like I've had literally drunk women show up to my place, and I'm like,
absolutely.
Nah, like get out. Like I'm sorry, you got it's a wrap, fam. Like because I'm not risking my life or career for any accusations. I had somebody that's very close to me go through a similar situation. He was dealing with a young lady and she was wilding, fam. Like so his line of work. He a lot of his clients were women. And he had a young lady who would get jealous with the clients that he was dealing with. You know what I mean? And he's one of the most professional, most humble people I've ever met. And he had a client come from out of town one time, show up at his place. They were discussing their line of work, and his girlfriend came over there and wilded out. Like, you know what I mean? Like, so you really have to my point, you have to be careful about the partner you pick. If you see these red flags early on in the relationship, sometimes you just got to dead it, especially if you in the line of work that that where you have to interact with the opposite sex. So like I said, this is for men and women, because like I said, you can be in these precarious situations dealing with people, you know what I'm saying, like and you can just throw your shit out the window. And I ain't never let nobody letting a bad partnership, bad relationship, bad friendship ruin what I have going on and something that I've worked hard to build.
Exactly.
Yeah, so
and like you said, it's not boiling down to race. It's just because of Jonathan Major's situation, because his girlfriend or confidant, whatever she is white. So that's all. That's the only thing we basing it off of. But even if she was black, same thing. You want to be careful with how you carry yourself. Mm-hmm. But it's just a different connotation when it deals with a white woman.
Yeah.
Right.
Frankly, if it's a black woman, they probably won't care.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and as Kyrie said, moral of the story: when you're a black man dating outside your race, be very careful. The picture I'm trying to paint is just relationships in general, because a woman choosing a dude that don't got a career, he ain't trying to do certain things, and you decide to reproduce with him, like that's a loser. That's all right. That's a lose-lose situation for everybody. You know what I mean? You reproduce with a bum, a loser. Like it is what it is. Like the baby loses, you lose. Like all that shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like the no amount of child support is going to replace a happy, healthy environment. You know what I'm saying? No amount of child support, no amount of none of that stuff. One thing that is two people coming together in a healthy relationship and raising a family together is the only way we can stop this stigma, because it happens all too often in our community. You know what I mean? So like I said, I don't want to make it all about race. I just want the more the story is build happy relationships, friendships, business partnerships, all that shit. But just build happy relationships and healthy relationships at that, and learn the tools to do that. You know what I mean?
And if that shit ain't healthy, get the hell out of there.
Right. Facts. Yeah. Easy. Fast. Like,
regardless.
Yeah. It's
regardless.
Yeah. It's. I'm gonna tell you, man. So many times people stay in these toxic relationships for codependency. Like, get the fuck out of there. Like God's showing you signs early in the relationship. It might be time for you to move around, fam. I tell people all the time, the universe wants happy, healthy people. God or whatever whatever title you want to put on it, right? It wants happy, healthy people. That energy is going to want to come to you. So when you see these red flags show up in a relationship early, like that's your signal to get the fuck up out of there. You know what I'm saying?
Warning comes before destruction. That's what my mom used to always say.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Facts.
And
I think
to me,
Brandon said that
in
too.
those type of relationships too, I always say this to my homegirls and just off of experience when we're dealing with certain type of men that we shouldn't. Every situation is going to get worse until you're done. Like it start off with something small. Next thing you know, 2 years down the line, like you said, you done lost yourself, might be lost a job, dealing with these bums who's probably been totaled out your car. Like it's just so many signs. Like I said, the red flags, and we as women, we ignore those red flags so bad. Like it looks a little pink to me, and my favorite color is pink, so I'll just disregard this real quick. Learned my lesson the hard way, and at my big age now, it's just not happening. It's just unacceptable. If you're not for me, we're gonna talk about it. We're gonna let you know you're not for me, and then we're gonna go our separate ways, and that's just gonna be that. It's no second chances. Oh, I'm sorry, I won't do it again. Yes, you will, because now that I let you slide, you're gonna ice skate, and we're not doing that. So I think it's just like a learning experience too. And then some people really haven't been in relationships. Like just because you talking to somebody for 6 months, you in a situation for 6 months. That's not your real man. That's not your real woman. So people don't even really be in real relationships. And I think that's probably why it's kind of hard to separate the two because you really don't know what you in. You feel like you want this person. You're happy right now. And with the dating pool out here is like, damn, I'd rather stick to my nothing ass nigga because I know what I'm dealing with versus trying to meet somebody else. You blindsiding me. Now here we go back to square one. So I think that's a lot of it too. People stick in familiar situations because it's like I already know what I'm in. I know what type of ain't shit my nigga is, or I know what this person be on. And we gotta get out of it. Like we're too old. Everybody, we're too old for it. So if you're in that situation, move around. You're too old for it.
Yeah, people get comfortable.
Facts.
That's all it is. Yeah.
Yeah. You know, I'm glad, Leslie, I'm glad you said all that because you said 6 months, 8 months down the line. I don't think people date with the intention, especially because we talking about, monogamous dating. Like it's all kind of different situations out there, but we've been very specific about monogamous relationships and people dating with intention to have a partner. You know what I'm saying? Not somebody who out here looking for somebody to sleep with or whatever. When you dating with intention, I think something that's lost on everybody is like I said, 6, 8 months down the line and we still just on the surface of shit. I don't think people talk about deep dark stuff when they going through that phase, and I think you should like perfect example in my marriage. When I met my wife, I let her know my credit score off the bat. I let her know all type of shit, like this is what you dealing with. Like my family has a history of X, Y, and Z. You know what I'm saying? Like this is my credit score, which wasn't shit at the time. I don't even want to tell y'all what it was. But like that was my intention. You know what I'm saying? Moving into my relationship because I wanted her to know me, through and through it, all the way out. You know what I'm saying? I think a lot of people do, try to hide, little shit about themselves like that. And it doesn't build healthy relationships when something comes out down the line. You know what I mean? And it took, it took me a while to get there. Like I said, I'm 40, y'all. So like, I ain't talking from a standpoint of, somebody in their 20s dating and whatnot. But, it took me a while to get there. I had to do a lot of work on myself to be able to be that transparent, but I'm not ashamed of myself. I never have been. So when it came to me dating with the intentions on building a family, I had a son from a previous marriage. You know what I'm saying? I wanted a healthy environment for him. I had to be transparent moving into that. You know what I mean? And I had to be fully healed and moving into my new situation. You know what I mean? I didn't want to bring no baggage and no bitterness into that. And y'all know everything I went through, my friends personally. So y'all know it was a lot trying to do that, but I made it work. Yeah.
All right. Like you said, you healed yourself, and then once things was taken care of mentally, you was able to move on the right way, and have a lasting marriage, then for the next time.
Mm-hmm. So. Yeah, straight up. But
and
anyway,
here we are.
Yeah, and here we are.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Right. But let's move into it, man. Davis versus Garcia. Gervonta baby Tank. Gervonta Tank did it again, bro. Like, what did y'all think about the fight? Did y'all think that Ryan Garcia had a chance to move going into this? Because I did. I felt like he would put up a better fight than what he did last night, but I knew Tank was going to ultimately destroy him.
No, absolutely. No, if Ryan Garcia actually would have boxed, I think it actually would have went like 12. But he actually went in there trying to actually knock out Tank, and it We saw what happened.
Yeah, I think it was I think it was a little bit of lack of experience, bro. Like Tank controlled that whole fight with his lead foot. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like Ryan Garcia didn't switch up his stance. He didn't go southpaw. He didn't do nothing trying, or maybe he was fighting southpaws. I can't remember. But he didn't do anything. He didn't change up his strategy at all to counter what Tank had going on. And Tank controlled the fight the entire time, which is a rarity for him. Normally he goes into these fights losing.
Well, he really became timid after that first knockdown.
Mm-hmm.
After he got him with the after Tank made a miss and he caught him with that first knockdown, he actually became timid for the rest of the fight. He wasn't trying to get caught, and so his game plan was just pretty much it was over after that. Like you just could tell, because it was over.
Was that
everybody's got a game plan until they get punched in the face,
right? Yeah, because
and what's crazy, it didn't even really daze him. But it was like he hit him that hard that it made him fall. Like you know what I'm saying? Like he's like, oh no.
Yeah, let me chill out.
Yeah, let me calm down. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Because honestly, that was the only way he was gonna win was being the aggressor. You know what I'm saying? Like he was just getting a little wild at that point, and that's why Javante caught him. But that was the only way he was gonna win. But honestly, bro, I ain't gonna even lie. Like I don't really watch boxing as much as like Jerome per se, because I know you keep up with it way more than I do. But like just watching like the interviews or like the pregame shit or like the weigh-ins and like the way that Ryan was trying to like keep up, with like the banter, you know what I'm saying? Like he was seemed confident with that shit. So I just kind of felt like bro was gonna lose anyway. You know what I'm saying? And then once he started getting aggressive to Trey's point, I was like, oh, okay, this nigga coming to fight. And then once he got caught, I was like, oh yeah, it's over now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's kind of how I felt after that.
Yeah, Tank. I said it before on this podcast, man. It's like he got bricks in his gloves, fam. He packs a ton of power.
Smacking
like that, bro. He be smacking and like
ain't he like 5'6"?
5'6", yeah. 6.
Ryan Garcia 5'11".
Right. 70-inch reach. Tank had a 67.5-inch reach, and
he like a what's the weight class? Middleweight?
I believe so.
No, he lightweight. He's lightweight.
Lightweight. He like the lightweight. He like the lightweight Tyson and shit.
He is. No, he absolutely is.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like he's so much smaller than niggas. Because Tyson was like 5'10", right?
No, he was like, man, like maybe like 5'8", 5'9". He
was shorter than that. God damn. See, I didn't even know that.
Yeah,
but like just to be that small and you a heavyweight, bro, and like being a heavyweight champion at 20 years old, and I ain't taking nothing away from Tank. I'm just saying, like, it's like, bro, like that shit is insane. But yeah, Tank to me, he just kind of reminded me of like a way smaller Tyson.
He absolutely.
Not in comparison to their game or none of that shit, but it's just that power, having that knockout power. And so much smaller than your opponent. That's
yeah, bro. Listen, that left hook to the body, fam. Listen, that punch, like I saw it in real time, fam. I saw it in real time, and the announcers didn't even see it. They was acting like nothing happened. They was like, oh, Ryan, he's pressing him, and then all of a sudden he just took a knee. I was like, oh, they didn't see that left to the body, fam. That liver shot, bro. I know it looked like Ryan Garcia shitted on himself.
Hey, but what's crazy is they showed an angle like live, like a ring cam live, bro. The sound it made, he hit him so hard, and that, bro, like he like it sounded, bro, like he like tagged him, dog. Like I'm like, man.
Yeah, that was insane. Incredible fight though. But Ryan Garcia, you gotta shut the fuck up. You gotta shut your bitch ass up, dog. He was talking cash money shit. To Brandon's point, his representative showed up. All them pre-fight things, man. Like I don't even know who's left for Tank to fight, fam. Like I think he has beaten everybody who showed up to the play.
Haney.
Who?
Haney? Ain't it Haney?
Haney, I guess I don't even know who that is, fam. But listen, I wouldn't want to step in the ring with dude. Like, dude.
What about is it Shakur or no?
Bro, he's pretty much beaten every one of his major opponents. People that they swore up and down he was gonna beat him. Yeah. He's went up in weight. You know what I'm saying? All type of shit, fam. And he just crushed every last one of his opponents. So I don't know who's left out there for him. Like I said, these were two undefeated opponents going into to this fight. Incredible knockout power. I think Ryan Garcia had like 19 knockouts prior to this fight. So I expected to see a lot more than what I saw, but it was at the end of the day, it was still a great fight, great matchup. Like, you know what I'm saying? And seventh round knockout, fam, with a body shot. Like, I did not see that coming. I thought he was going to tag him in the head or something, but right. Yeah, I did not see that coming. Phenomenal fight though. I can't wait for the next one.
Money well spent. Well, even though.
No,
they said get up. He said I can't. He could not move.
It was over.
Mm-hmm. Brandon, you know what, Brandon? I'm about to call you right now because you talking about some buy more Apple stock. I'm about to call Brandon. Give me 1 second, y'all. Because I want to see what he got to say, like why he's saying this.
Y'all, this girl in front of me got to be at least 10. She's gonna her feet are literally touching the ground like her. Hey, y'all know
Yo, Brandon, this is Jerome Williams from the Unlabeled podcast. How are you doing, sir?
Oh man, long time listener, first time caller. Trey's on here.
Trey is here. He's not fired.
Oh goodness, Trey is not fired. Look at go.
Look at God.
Absolutely. They let me come back, man. So that's why I'm kind of quiet because Jerome kind of got me on the leash over here in my contract, man. So I can't breach anything in the contract. So
Rome got to start passing these death row contracts out, man. I'm about to
right.
HR tech support.
Hey, Brandon, since you are well versed in investing and saving and stocks, because you were in the comments talking about buy more Apple stocks. Why are you informing our listeners to buy Apple stock?
Buy more. So first and foremost, do your own research. This is for entertainment purposes only. Brandon is not a financial advisor by any stretch of the imagination. But more so buy Apple stock. Just what they're doing with banking. I think we've seen in the last month or so 2 big banks fail. Then now seeing what Apple is doing. I don't know about you guys, but my financial institutions are now sending out all of these emails talking about, we got these great rates for certificate of deposits and savings accounts, which through the pandemic and even prior to the pandemic, those rates were kind of low. So just knowing that Apple is tapping into the financial sector, that's something major. Now, again, me and Rome have these conversations pretty much on the Xbox when we playing the game and stuff. But for the most part, Apple is a solid company. Not to pub another podcast or anything like that, but I think we all listen to Earn Your Leisure, and especially Ian. And investing is simple. Go with the top 2-3 companies in a sector, in an industry, and stay there. Everybody wants to swing for the fences. It's baseball season. Put that reference in there for Kendall. Everybody wants to swing for the fences, but it's cool to still get a base hit. Now I don't know much about baseball, so I'm gonna stop there. But anyway, man, stick with the companies that are gonna be here in 10 years.
Yeah. I think it's good advice, and the reason being is because if y'all not familiar with what Brandon's talking about, for Apple Card users, they got a business. They have business with Goldman Sachs. So if you go subscribe for an Apple credit card, you're getting a credit card from Goldman Sachs essentially. So like in order to open, Apple just launched a new product, a savings account that has a 0.458. It's a 4.58 APY. So that's the annual percentage. I'm sorry. You said again, Brandon.
The annual percentage yield.
The annual percentage yield, which is the 11th highest when it comes to banking. I don't even know the other 10 banks in front of Apple. So when you put money, when you open your Apple credit card account. I'm sorry, y'all. You're eligible to open a savings account with Apple, and then like I said, it's a 4.58% APY on that savings account, which is one of the highest in banking right now. So you're able to transfer your daily cash, any cash back that you get from the Apple Card on there, or cash from another entity, a bank, or deposit your own personal cash. Like I said, so it's the 11th highest APY in the industry. So like I said, I have no clue what the other 10 banks are in front of Apple. So just something to think about, and that's why he's saying buy Apple stock. Apple were doing a lot of other things as well, but moving into banking was a major move for them. So yeah, that it's a good stock to purchase. I personally like buying index funds or what's the ETFs, exchange traded funds,
right?
Which has a little bit of Apple and all these major companies in that basket as well. So if you buy VO, VCI, Total Stock Market, just something to keep in mind. They also have Apple in there as well if you don't want to just buy an individual stock.
Right. Now, one last thing from me when it comes to it, because it's Sunday and I'm cleaning up, y'all. I'm trying to be a responsible husband and stay married. I know y'all was talking about relationships earlier, but when it comes to, yes, you can do the index funds, things of that nature if you don't want to just flat out buy Apple stocks. But for me and mine, the reason it makes sense is because I have an Apple personal phone and I have an Apple business phone. I have about 4 or 5 iPads and 3 of their laptops. So everything we have, as well as the Apple TV. So everything we have, as far as entertainment, even with the news and stuff like that, is all through Apple. I definitely advise anybody, if you have more than one, really, if you even have the phone, because I think the phone now, if you just buy it outright, is anywhere from like $1,300 to $1,700. If you're buying these items from Apple, you like them as a company, go check it out. I think it closed Friday. Don't quote me on this, but I think it closed at like $169 per share. So if you're buying the phone, or again, if you have more than one Apple device, buy some Apple stock or buy a index fund that has Apple in it.
Right. Basically, what he's saying is because you get paid on the front end and the back end. So you buying an Apple device and you own the stock, so you're getting kickback from actually spending money on them. Because like I said, I use all type of Apple products. Like I said, the phone, the fitness, the Apple Music, laptops, all that type of shit. And this ain't a plug for Apple, but the reason we discuss this is because they, like I said, that APY for their savings account is like I said, the 11th highest in the industry. So so just something to think about.
Church finger before we go. Now, if Apple would like to get in contact with Unlabeled Podcast, that would be Kendall Watson and Jerome Williams, as well as Leslie. I don't know your last name, Leslie. Don't judge me. As well as Trey and the good brother Blaze. Please get in contact with them about some partnership.
Right. Appreciate you, Brandon, man.
Anytime.
All right, bro. Thank you.
All right.
Matter of fact, let me see. I'm gonna make one more.
I'm trying to do a commercial with Lily.
With Eli Lilly? You said Eli Lilly?
No, with Lily, the on AT&T commercial.
Oh, the AT&T. Oh, Lily. Let me see. I'm making one more phone call.
in conjunction with the iPhone.
Yo.
Hey, man. I didn't give you a shout out on the pod today. People want to know where you at. Where you at?
I'm in Carlsbad, New Mexico.
Where in Mexico?
Carlsbad, New Mexico.
No, that don't sound like a place you should be.
It kind of not.
Hey, get out of there ASAP, dog. And matter of fact, when you do,
call sundown town.
Right. For everybody who don't know, this is our other co-host, Sidney Blaze. He's in bumfuck New Mexico because I didn't know what he just said.
What's going on?
Blaze, I got on here today just for you, man. You ain't even on here, man.
This is our town.
Trey, me and you Trey messaged me and told me to watch a very special episode of The Mandalorian, so we good.
That's what's up. All right, man. We just want to call and check in with you, man, since I was making phone calls. But Blaze, enjoy.
Oh man, about to jump on the line and rib all y'all.
All right, yeah, go jump on
Niner.
Niner. All right, bumfuck New Mexico. All right, y'all. I'm sorry. I just had to get those calls up.
Take your BLM bumper sticker off, bro.
He off the line, Trey. Hey, dog, if they catch you with a BLM bumper sticker, it's over for Blaze. I'm be really concerned.
He don't even need the sticker. As dark as he is, he don't even need the sticker. They already know.
All right, that was not
fair.
They
gonna just assume he got one, right?
Mm-hmm. He is the sticker.
Where's your BLM shirt?
She said he is the sticker. Hey, hang up on
that. Is this Jesus? You know he looked like what Jesus really looked like. Is that Jesus?
Right. Well, I don't know if Blaze's feet is bronze though. They might really be black.
He got hair of wool.
All right, but anyway, now hair of wool. Now for the main event. Hold on, let me cue this up right quick. Snowfall. Have you finished that all? Are you caught up to it? I don't think you can hear me. Nah. Yeah, so we about to spoil it for you. I know you probably didn't seen the spoilers on the internet.
I'm not going right ahead.
Yeah.
I'm watching it anyway.
Okay, yeah. Phenomenal series, right? So Snowfall, for everybody who's been on the rock, follows a character named Franklin, a very intelligent black man from the community. You know what I'm saying? Compton, Los Angeles, Central LA. This man, it starts off it's like a parallel with the real Rick Ross, Freeway Rick Ross's life. Okay, so it like I said, he has aspirations, right? In the very first episode, it shows him. I won't say the very first episode, but it just shows his life. He's attending school, can't afford to pay for college, end up dropping out of school, and so then he gets hooked up with the CIA in distributing cocaine, and that's how the series starts off. Man, just a phenomenal series. Trey, how did you feel about the series finale? Because like I said, everybody's seen the whole season the whole season this season to date. So how did you feel about this final episode, bro?
Man, it was phenomenal, actually. Like I was actually upset, like a lot of people were, how they left Franklin. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But really, all that did was just speak to how good of an actor. What's his name? I can't even think of his name.
Damson Eldridge, I believe is how you say his name.
Yeah, like how amazing of an actor he is, because like he really was the villain the entire show.
Mm-hmm.
and you really you loved him so much. All of the shit that he did though, you know what I mean? Like it didn't matter. Like you just did not want to see him go out that way. Like, and he did a lot. Like he was like the devil of that show. You know what I mean? But like dude is a phenomenal actor though. Like he put on a performance, man.
Yeah. Like I said, this was a masterclass in acting. James, like I had never seen. Like I said, it was so bitter. I never could explain the feeling of bittersweet until I watched this episode. It sounds crazy. I just never had a bittersweet moment in my life. Literally, like I said, I've been living with this show for like the last 5 or 6 years, however many seasons it's been out. And then for them to bring this full circle and to end his story arc the way they did, I mean, from Louis to Jerome to everybody, right? For them to end in their story arcs the way they did, I did not want to see the show end, and especially in the fashion that it ended. And if y'all not familiar with what I'm talking about, so like I said, there was a bunch of full circle moments in the show. Franklin going to so in this episode they kept showing Franklin going to he was trying to get his money back. He finally ran into Peaches. When he called up to Peaches, Peaches only had $12,000 of his money left. Then he just kind of like started spiraling from there, right? He just kind of started spiraling from there. He started drinking when he couldn't get his money back, when he couldn't get the $37 million that he was trying to recover from the CIA. His mother kills the CIA agent and then goes to prison. That's what this last episode is showing her, them in and out of prison. Now, to me, it was a little irritating at first because I thought the prison scenes were excessive. You know what I mean? The back and forth between the prisons, I thought that was a little excessive. But when I saw how they wrapped it up, it actually made a lot of sense. And there was some like almost tear jerking moments in that final episode. Leslie, did you see it at all?
No, I did not, but I heard about it. Like I said, it broke my heart because I definitely was a Franklin fan, even though he was how he was. I feel like they made him that way. He was not like that in the beginning. Franklin was sweet, and they turned him out. That's how I feel. They made him.
They made him the villain.
She said they turned that baby out.
They did.
Franklin wanted that money. Franklin turned himself into that laser. I'm sorry, I have to disagree.
I said what I said.
Look, they turned that baby out.
Yes, they did.
Yeah, it was.
No, he did. He did get a little selfish though. Yeah. I think once people turn selfish, that's kind of like where shit just go bad for you. Once you get that selfish mentality, you cannot be selfish.
So
I think that's kind of where he messed up.
So like I said, he was ambitious, right? And I think the downfall of his ambition was Teddy, really, because Teddy didn't have to take all the money that he took from Franklin. He could have left him with something, but Teddy had his own demons. He was ambitious as well, and this just goes to show you how you have to kind of even though you're extremely ambitious, I feel like it's a teachable moment. Mm-hmm. You have to kind of be aware of your ambitions and what kind of road that can take you down. Because Teddy's ambition, the CIA agent, for everybody who's not familiar, his ambition was to he was overly patriotic. That's what it was. He wanted to end the Contras by any means by funding this war, right? And so he wanted to, his ambition cost him his marriage. It cost him, several relationships, and then in the end, it even cost him his life. You know what I mean? Because once Franklin's mom realized how dangerous Teddy actually was, that was when she decided to throw away her life by actually killing him. You know what I mean? So Franklin, his ambition was, he didn't want to be poor no more, and he got so ambitious. He destroyed his community. He got his uncle killed. Well, I won't say he did. Louis was really the cause of it, but he lost his uncle in the process. He killed one of his best friends. Lost friendships, all type of shit because of his ambitions, and it drove him crazy. It drove him mad at the end of the episode. It turned him into an alcoholic. He was a paranoid alcoholic. And Trey, you had some point to say about paranoia. And why his change was so drastic, something that I didn't even realize. What did you say about paranoia?
Oh yeah, so like you notice at the end of the episode, like he's very like paranoid. Like he ain't just like a crackhead and an alcoholic. Like he's very paranoid, and like the trauma. So like you can go through a certain amount of trauma where it'll make you schizophrenic. Mm-hmm. And that's how he was acting at the end of that. Cause like his trauma was like hitting him all at once. Like he was getting hit everywhere. His mama, his woman, his baby, you know what I mean? Like his money, like everything was hitting him all at once. You know what I mean? And it like even when they went to his house, it looked like he had been hiding in that house. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, like it was, man, it was deep. Real good show though. Real good show. Like so, it was so many different stories going on. You know what I mean? Like, because like you really, while you watching it, you think the story is about Franklin and him making this drug empire. But like one story is also the story of the CIA dumping drugs in the hood. You know what I mean? Like it's so much going on. Kendall, you really would enjoy this show.
Yeah, he gonna.
You definitely would.
Yeah, he gonna enjoy it. And the reason I give it such why I hold it at such high regard is because literally out of all the seasons of Snowfall, it was only the last season people said was whack, and there was only 2 episodes that they complained about. It was the Tiger episode and the episode where the wedding episode where everybody was on LSD. And even in that episode, we saw how good of an actor Dems and Algis was. In that episode, like I said, he did a masterclass when he was tripping off that LSD. But a lot of controversy with this last episode. I saw a lot of people were really upset with Franklin's wife. Do you think her actions were necessary, Trey?
So I do think that her actions were necessary, but also I think that she had a lot of emotion in it. You know what I mean? For what she did. I really think that she should have left him half of that money. But him touching her up, kind of, and him showing her like, basically, he treated her like he been treating everybody else. Like the money more important than you too. You know what I mean? And like her taking the whole 800 was like insane. But really, she had been trying to help him the entire time. Yeah. Like she was a businesswoman, so her mind was coming from a business standpoint. You know what I mean? Like at the end of the day, she tried to sell his portion of that project that they were doing downtown.
Right. And that was
that would have been a couple mil. They had $800,000 in cash in their bank. They really could have left and started over.
Yeah, like the 800,000 came from him selling those other properties that they had. The one she said that same. And a lot of people were upset about because they felt like she went behind his back when she contacted their competition to sell his portion in that downtown property.
He had lost it, bro. She was trying to save their family at this point. You know what I'm saying? And then when she seen that he didn't give a damn. All right, well, I'm gonna have to save me and this baby.
Yeah, I feel like Franklin
that's what it was. But she should have just took half of that money though, because he did. You know what I'm saying? Like she shouldn't have took the whole 8. But
yeah, I mean, we can't say like that's what everybody say. Like good people would say that, but you got to remember the type of people that we were dealing with in this series. You know what I'm saying? Like every nobody was clean. Like even his woman, like the type of extortion and type of things that they were into from her family. You know what I mean? So nobody was clean. There was no. Oh, I got a trolley horse. I'm sorry. Hold on. Let me move my leg back to the position I was in. Lord jeez, I almost flew out this damn chair, dog.
Yes, I done waited years for this. How long we been doing our labor?
Hey, no, we've been doing it for a minute. But listen, dog, I was on the treadmill yesterday, so I guess it caught up to me just now. But anyway, but back to what I was saying about his woman. So everybody was saying that, like I said, they were saying she was bogus. But to me, I think she was doing what was best for her and that unborn child. And she knew he had lost it the moment he killed Teddy's father in front of him and her mom. You know what I mean? So,
but she still stayed with him though.
Right, she still stayed with him because she was down,
and she still kept kept holding him down until the very end.
Yeah, because
when she knew that dude it was a wrap, she was like, yeah, I need to now. I got to worry about this kid, fam. He done lost it. You know what I'm saying? Right. So like.
Oh man,
she was doing what a woman's supposed to do, man. Like that's how God made him.
Yeah, because I gotta
protect my family. This thing I gotta protect this thing growing in me, bro. That's their first instinct. So like, you know what I mean? I think she just should have left my man half of that money though. But
well, what'd you say, Kendall?
This thing.
Excuse me. But like I said, to the point though, I felt like the whole episode. I think a lot of things were justified, but I don't think Franklin's action, but that it just showed his desperation when he killed Teddy's pops was the start of his spiraling. And then after that, when he went to the lengths that he went through to get the money back from Teddy, and then he was just gonna let Teddy go. And his mom, do you think his mom was justified in killing Teddy the way she did and not letting him get the $37 million?
She bogus. Dead bogus.
Even though she knew that money was corrupting and destroying her son.
Listen, he's done so much for this money. Just give it to him, man. I mean, at this point, fam, like let him have it. You could have killed dude as soon as he got the you know what I'm saying? Like, man, she was bogus.
Yeah, I think she knew that money was that money
because
had
this the
corrupted
thing
him,
though, like it had corrupted him, but he wouldn't have been a crackhead /
he wasn't a crackhead.
Schizophrenic.
He was just an alcoholic, schizophrenic.
No, he was absolutely on some drugs, Jerome. No, absolutely.
Yes, he was. You just forgot what old school alcoholics look like, Trey.
Old school alcoholics will absolutely do some cocaine. What are you talking about?
He wasn't on no cocaine, bro. But anyway,
they might not do it every day.
Mm-hmm.
But
man, I want y'all to watch the series. I want the listeners out there to watch the series. We try not to spoil too much. That's why we're not giving like super specifics. But I want y'all to watch the series, man. Phenomenal series, man. John Singleton was a brilliant mind, and that was another thing they had at the end of the series. They showed a movie being filmed. Like Franklin walked past the movie set, him and Leon on the way to the liquor store, and all of us who are John Singleton fans know what that was. They were shooting boys in the hood. Mm-hmm. They were shooting boys in the hood, and then when the credits started rolling, they had the For John there. Man, I got emotional again. I'm like, God. And you know who people aren't giving enough credit to? They not giving Leon's character, the actor that played Leon. They not giving him enough credit because that scene that he had when he was talking to Franklin's mom when she was in prison was a tearjerker, fam. When she said, I always looked. She said, I'm proud of you, and I looked at you like one of my sons. Because I'm pretty sure a lot of people who I have close relationship with their best friends' parents can relate to that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So like, man, it was a bunch of tearjerker moments in that show, man. But Kendall, Leslie, y'all gotta watch it and finish that series, fam. I'm telling you, like it was hands down. Like outside of Game of Thrones, I never seen something that was like this perfect damn near from beginning to end. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't even think Game of Thrones ended as well as this. This is one of the best series finales I've ever seen when it comes to a TV show. Very underrated. It was like grossly underrated series finale. And like I said, the guy Demson Aldridge, the guy I don't even know if I'm saying his name right, but the actor that plays Franklin, masterclass in acting, fam. That last episode, some of the best acting I've ever seen in my life.
Absolutely.
Check it out.
Yeah, please do. Please check it out. I did want to introduce a new segment. Did we wrap up everything that we want to touch on with the series finales of Snowfall, Trey?
Yeah.
Okay. I just want to make sure. And then but listeners watch it. But okay, but I did want to introduce a new segment. So I wanted to ask y'all about y'all favorite things, right? Like so, like right now, Kendall, you in Atlanta. Like I want y'all to tell our listeners like one of your favorite restaurants, book you're reading, TV shows you watching right now. Like what is your favorite thing this week? What do you have going on in your life right now that you are extremely enjoying? Kendall, I'll let you go first. You can't think of nothing? You didn't do your research?
Yeah, man.
Favorite things right now. Well, there's a couple. But I would say my favorite thing right now is the hiking. You know what I'm saying? Like I really like to go to the Indian Trail out here, even though I hate that it's called the Indian Trail. But I really enjoy hiking out here. It's real beautiful, very green in Georgia. So it's very serene, peaceful. So I enjoy hikes.
Yeah, you're hiking. You hiked up Stone Mountain yet? Don't they have a hike?
Yeah, I've done Stone Mountain. I've done Amacola Falls. I've done the Gorge, and I've done an Indian Trail. I probably since I've been here, I've probably done about six
hiking. So you're enjoying the hiking trail in Atlanta?
6 different places where I've hiked. Yeah. Okay. But I've hiked them 6 times.
Yeah, Leslie, what is your favorite thing? Book, TV show, event, restaurant? What's one of your favorite things? What do you got going on this week that you're enjoying? Outside of traveling to Vegas and being stuck in the airport and in a layover and podcasting from the airport. She's trying to unmute her phone, y'all. Give her 1 second. You still muted.
Yeah, I'm trying.
There you go. Good.
I know it might sound a little unbelievable, but I'm really enjoying my job. I like finally have a job that's like stress free, and it's just going great. Like I never really thought I can get to a point to where I really enjoy going to work. So that's definitely a plus for me. And then I'm reading a book called Attraction. Mm-hmm. Have to read the book actually for my job. We have a retreat coming up in about 3 weeks, so I'll be in LA for a week. It's our 10-year anniversary. Mm-hmm. So we all have to read this book, and this Attraction is basically a book about a successful, a book like how to have a successful business. And I think for me, someone who does have a business, although I'm not hands on with my business right now, I think that this would be a great book for me personally, as well as for work. So that's really what I've been doing, just kind of enjoying my new life. I had to let go of some people and things, and I feel like I have been just flying high ever since. So I'm just enjoying my little wave right now. I'm really in a good space, mentally, physically. Well, I ain't gonna say physically because this poop ain't going nowhere, but mentally, I'm in a great space. Financially, I'm in a great space. So the physical will fall in somewhere. I ain't worried about
it. Yeah. You know,
but honestly, though, just really just blessed right now. Like I'm honestly blessed and just thankful for life right now. I'm really in a good space.
That's what's up, and that's important. Like finding a good mental health space and a career you enjoy is extremely important. I think a lot of times people take that for granted. People take that for granted. People staying, like I said, when it comes, like I said, and this is another thing, a relationship that you have with your job. You know what I mean? Staying in an unhealthy relationship with your job, like, and you finally find your niche. Because I mean, as long as I've known you, you've been busting your ass. So like, you know what I mean, working one to two, 3 jobs. You know what I'm saying? So like, I'm glad that you found that happiness. And what was the name of the book again? You said it's called Traction.
Traction.
Do you know the author? If you can't find,
not right.
Okay,
I'll send it to you.
Yeah, we'll put it in send it to me and I'll put it in the description of the show. So when y'all listen on the audio side or y'all look on YouTube, y'all see it. And Montre, your favorite thing, bro? What you got going on this week? What that you enjoying?
Oh man, really, man. I've been so busy. I haven't even had time to really enjoy anything. But a quick story though. One of my favorite Italian restaurants here in Nebraska, we went to yesterday for a surprise dinner for Lamar for his birthday, and K-Ron had to come out.
All right, guys. so this is listen. I said favorite, not something that you want to complain about.
Well, I don't have a favorite. But
yes, you do.
A very good story.
Yes, you do, Trey. And we're not talking about your negative story right now during this segment. We'll come back to it. But what's your favorite thing, Trey?
I don't have a favorite thing.
Yes, you do, dog. Like
I don't.
Do you not know what I'm talking about? You're not gonna tell the listeners about My Hero?
I mean,
it's that simple. We've been talking about it all week, bro.
It's a very good show. It's very phenomenal. But I really would like to talk about what happened.
Go ahead, bro. Go ahead. I'm fucking with you, bro. I'm fucking with you. Go ahead.
Can I talk about the sizzle, please?
Go ahead, bro. Talk about your sizzle, dog. Your favorite thing that you did at the Italian restaurant.
So, like, you know, it's a pretty large group of us, African Americans. A lot of them are African Americans. So, you know, we're a little loud, but, you know, already loud, though, you know, professional loud. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And when I tell you we were going like 30 minutes without the waiter coming, like nobody had drinks. Like we didn't start getting our first drinks. We were there for like an hour and a half. And like when you turn around, there's nobody in the restaurant. Hey, so I had to activate K-Ron, you know, and I went and actually talked to he was the manager, I believe, the cook, and pretty much I'm gonna say almost about 90% of everybody ate for free. Got a round of liquor, got some free dessert. Yeah.
So that was your favorite thing, activating K-Ron?
That was my favorite thing this week, was activating K-Ron.
At least you on brand, bro. Golly, dog. Next week come with something positive.
No, that was positive. Whenever you can catch some racism in the middle, you know what I mean? Like, hey, yeah, that was positive.
Yeah, Leslie,
made me happy.
That's so funny, dog. Activating K-Ron. Like I said, at least you on brand.
Yeah.
Leslie, what you found the name? Larry, exactly. My bad. I was typing while I said that. Leslie, you found the name of the author. What was the name of the author for that book?
Hey, what'd you think, Larry?
Yeah, I put it in the chat. It's Gino Wickman.
Gino Wickman. Okay. Yeah,
it's in the chat.
Yeah, I couldn't pull it up on here because it's gonna pop up right on the screen. But my favorite thing this week, y'all, if y'all have not heard of this show, that comes on MGM Plus, and you can actually stream it on Prime as well. The name of the show is called From. It's the show about this town. Something paranormal is happening in this town. Some creatures attack the residents of this town. Once you make it to this town, you can't leave, and so you have to ingratiate yourself with the locals, and then you have to be in the house at night, and so you won't get attacked by these creatures in this paranormal town. But it's a very interesting series. I don't know what the fuck is going on right now. I'm 2 episodes in, but it's fire. And if y'all have never heard of this show, like I said, it comes on Amazon Prime. It was an MGM Plus show, but you can actually stream it on Amazon Prime as well for free. The first season. I don't know if the second season comes. I think the second season come out tonight actually. But the main actor is called Harold Perrineau. Let me see what Harold Perrineau. He was the guy in The Best Man with the Dreads. If y'all familiar with the Best Man series, and he actually played in Lost as well. But yeah, he's in Best Man and Best Man Holiday, the one character with the dreads. But he plays the town sheriff, right? And like I said, we talking about masterclass in acting from the very first episode. 20 minutes in, he gets his shit off. So definitely check out that series, y'all. It comes on Prime because I'm pretty sure that'll be, once everybody caught up, I'm pretty sure that'll be a staple on this show. But phenomenal series so far. But that's my favorite shit this week, and I suggest y'all checking that out. Larry.
MGM Plus. I'm about tired of these damn pluses.
Yeah, it used to be Epics, but I guess they decided to rebrand and they call it the MGM Plus now. Because I didn't even know it was a thing. I didn't know. I was like, what the fuck is MGM Plus? But yeah, so
it better be a free 7-day trial so I could burn through that shit.
Yeah, like I said, that's what I said. That's what I said. Just go on Amazon Prime and stream it because the first season is there. The season 2 ain't even came out yet.
It's on Amazon Prime.
Yeah, so it's an MGM Plus show, but you know how like after I guess they have these embargoes, so after it runs on MGM Plus so long, they put it on Amazon Prime for free. They did the same thing with Yellowstone. Yellowstone is a Paramount Plus TV show, but you can stream it after the entire season drop. You can stream it on Amazon Prime.
Got it.
Yeah. So yeah, if you want to watch it on there, but yeah, it's fire. I'm actually gonna check it out. And the last but not
the show. I'm sorry, I went out.
It's called From FROM From.
Okay.
Yeah, but look up the trailer. It's fire. They got a couple trailers on YouTube. I saw the season 2 trailer, and that was what made me want to watch it, and I'm not regretting it at all. But last but not least, NBA playoffs, fam. What's the deal?
Larry, let us know what you think after you see it.
Yeah, Larry, please let us know. What do y'all think about the NBA playoffs so far? I think these are some of the best playoffs I've seen starting off. First round, phenomenal.
Yeah, it's been a great. Yeah. Actually, you're right. Let me not just go straight to the Bucks. Mm-hmm. It has been a great playoffs. Even from like Sacramento to Golden State. Like pretty much every. I don't think there's really been a boring like first round yet game. You know what I'm saying? Like every game's pretty much been entertaining. So I give them that. As far as from a series standpoint, there have been some games. I'm pretty sure that's been a little bit like a little boring, but
yeah, like Minnesota series, but
yeah, that's true. Yeah. But the first couple of games were straight, and then once Karl Anthony Towns, then it was over.
You're right.
But
yeah, I ain't gonna lie, bro. Like I said, I've been like even the boring games. Like one series is bad, but every time I turn on the game, whether the team is getting, like LA and Phoenix, the Clippers versus Phoenix, right? The Phoenix is up 3-1, but it's still been a great series because niggas been balling. You know what I'm saying? So it's been competitive to say the least. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I've
been competing.
Niggas been competing out there. So, and I do got to put some respect on Russell Westbrook's name. I can't. I can't stand him, bro. But he been balling, bro. Like it is what it is.
Go ahead. No, because he cold. Hey, listen.
What do him being cold have to do with me not liking him?
We let social media and the news and all of that control our minds, fam. Like they really had us thinking the Hall of Fame player was weak.
No. Yeah. I know Russell Westbrook not weak. I said, what the fuck does that have to do with me not liking him? Like the nigga has a terrible basketball IQ.
But he competes though.
That's fine. But
he turns the ball over. But like, your favorite player messes up too sometimes.
Right,
you know what I'm saying?
Like, sometimes, but Russ is always sometimes. It's all the goddamn time.
Russ competes though.
That's
like,
a fact.
I mean, I understand though. Like, so it's okay to complain, but that don't make me dislike him now. Like he compete. Man.
That's all. I like, bro. I just say like, and when he was with the Lakers, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, because I liked Russ when he was with OKC. I liked him in Houston. I hated him with the Wizards. That was the dumbest shit in the world. But like I didn't like him on the Lakers because, like I said, we saw what a basketball player with a bad IQ did for LeBron last time he was with him. That was J.R. Smith. You know what I'm saying? And to J.R. Smith, you know, grew up dyslexic and shit and all type of shit. But he's a smart guy. But like, you know, like you could tell that. No, I know it sounds crazy. I don't want to take nothing away from him, just make him sound like a complete idiot. But because J.R. Smith got a documentary come out. He ain't a dumbass, but he got like
no, it's already out. It's real good.
I was getting see what I'm saying. Like
on Amazon Prime.
Right. Yeah. So like I said, he you know, he ain't. I don't
Shout out to North Carolina A&T.
Yeah, but like you know, he not the smartest player in the book, bro. And we didn't need another Westbrook, a turnover machine on the Lakers. That's all.
That's not why they were losing.
That's 100% not why they was losing. It's Anthony Davis, like I always say. But
no. It just was a very poorly constructed team.
Facts.
Russell Westbrook and LeBron played damn near the same. Yep. You know, besides the IQ, I said, and then you put both of them starting on a team with no shooters. You know what I mean? Like, so it's just like that. That's all it was. I agree. It just was badly constructed.
I agree.
You know, they should. You know, just shouldn't have brought him over there to that team. LeBron,
no, absolutely not.
Yeah. LeBron's doing that shit to be like, yeah, nigga, if I get this ring with him,
right? Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That was what it really was. It was
right.
Once that shit didn't work out, you know, had to move on. So now he with a team where with the best, arguably the best coach in the NBA. He gonna get him. You know, he gonna get him the maximum output. Yeah. That's what Ty Lue gonna do. Ty Lue gonna get everything up out you.
Yep.
Absolutely. He had a 5 men on the court, and nobody was over 6'6". So that's crazy.
Yeah, man.
Competing.
Yeah, but
and they won that game.
The only team I want to say fuck is the Phoenix Suns. Fuck the Phoenix Suns, and fuck Miami too, because so I will, and fuck Miami because there ain't no way in hell they should be up right now. Was it 2-1 against the Bucks, or is it?
Yeah, it's 2-1.
It's 2-1. Yeah, man. Fuck Miami, man. But we'll see what happens next game. Hopefully, Giannis gets back soon. Do they plan on playing them this series?
We should be able to beat them without Giannis.
Right,
too.
I do.
Absolutely.
I know, but
I'm still not worried.
Yeah.
Yeah, me neither.
Yeah, we'll see. But I mean, it would be a lot easier with Giannis. So I still want him to come back. So yeah.
If it was with Giannis, it'd been 4-0.
Yeah, right. But y'all got anything else to add, man, before we get up out of here? We had 1 hour and 20 minutes, man. I'm ready to go.
Yes. Bulls are first in the National League. Let's go.
Who?
The Brewers.
Oh, the Brewers. It sounded like you said the Bulls because you.
Hell nah.
I was gonna say, when you become a Bulls fan? But okay, no.
Never.
Yeah. Shout out to the Brewers. I don't keep up with baseball, but Kendall always makes sure to inform me that the Brewers are doing well. So shout out to the Brewers, man. I mean, y'all gonna see me in here pump faking with a Brewers hat on soon.
Pump faking.
Yeah. But man, like Trey, you got anything else to add before you get up out of here?
No, sir.
I look at Floyd hating us talking about let's go Miami.
Right.
Yeah. Wait, is the Mavs? Oh yeah, wait, I forgot. They're not in the playoffs.
They're not in the playoffs at all. Leslie, do you have
the next Larry Bird or whatever stupid shit niggas is talking about? Go ahead.
Yeah, Leslie, do you have anything else to add, sister, before we get up out of here?
I just want y'all to read this message that I put in the chat so that y'all can have a good rest of the. That's when to start y'all work week off. Great. Just read that message.
All right. We'll read it out after we get off the air.
That's all I have.
Hey, listen, Leslie, I want you to have a safe flight, the safe travels. Yeah, because I know that layover shit is a fool. And let us know when you touch down, when you actually do get up in the air. And listeners, man, I hope y'all enjoyed today's episode. I hope we informed y'all and gave y'all added some value to y'all lives. Like I said, check out that book that Leslie recommended. Prayers to everybody involved with Jonathan Major's situation, because that's ugly and it's tragic. And we had to see another black man, especially an actor of his caliber, lose their career and go through the bullshit that he's going through right now. Shout out to Tank. And also, if y'all would like to support us, go to WeDefineOurselves.com. That is the new website that encompasses all things unlabeled. You won't have to look anywhere else. If you go to wedefineourselves.com, spelled just like I said it, learn, just use spell check if y'all need help, because I'm not about to spell all that shit. But go there. Our shop is there. Every episode of this podcast is there. All our social medias is there. So yeah, and we got more to come, man. Like I said, so we actually got a front. Wedefineourselves.com. More merch coming soon. All that. So yeah, if y'all want to support us, go there. I will post it in the link of this podcast along with everything that we mentioned today. And I want y'all to have a safe, healthy, productive week. And we will holler at y'all next time on Unlabeled the Podcast. Peace.
Y'all.
Go Brewers.
Go Brewers. Save it.